blind man says, "This camera glasses will record everything. Now I'll see which of my children is loyal to me and who is deceiving me." The father calls his eldest daughter. She sees the money on the table and looks surprised. The father says, "I need your help." The daughter replies, "Yes, father, please tell me." The father says, "You need to convert these dollars into local currency. I need them." The daughter picks up the money, then takes out a paper from the table and hands it to her father. She says, "I already have this much local currency. Please take it." The father takes the money. The daughter leaves. Then the father calls his son. The son comes and says, "What do you want, old man?" The father says, "Son, please convert these dollars into local currency." He gives the money to his son. The son replies, "I already have local currency." He picks up a paper and gives it to his father, saying, "Here, take this." Then he leaves. The father then calls his youngest daughter and says, "Daughter, I have a task. Can you convert some dollars into local currency?" The daughter asks, "How much do you want to convert?" The father says, "Just this amount." The daughter takes out local currency from her wallet and gives it to her father. The father says, "Thank you very much." The youngest daughter also leaves. The father says, "I love my children, but I can only trust one of them." The eldest daughter is sitting and playing with the money. The son arrives and says, "Where did you get that money from?" The daughter replies, "Father liked my work, so he gave me this money." The son says, "When will you stop lying? I know how you got that money, the same way I did." The daughter replies, "What are you talking about? You always say you earn so much." The son says, "Anyway, I'm going to inherit the company." The daughter says, "You won't be the heir." "I will be." The youngest daughter arrives and sees the money. She asks, "Who gave you this money?" The eldest daughter says, "Don't interfere." The brother says, "When I become the heir of this company, everything will change." The eldest daughter replies, "Wake up from your dreams." The brother walks away. The father calls his youngest daughter again and says, "Daughter, I need your help. I have some videos, and I want you to tell me what's happening in them." The daughter watches the videos and tells him everything. The father says, "My eldest daughter broke my trust. Now watch the next video." She watches and explains again. The father says, "No one can be trusted. You are my best child. Please arrange a meeting in an hour." The daughter replies, "As you wish," and leaves. A while later, the father says, "Everything that happened in my office this morning has been recorded. You deceived me and gave me blank papers. That's why I've decided that from today, my youngest daughter will oversee my company." The eldest daughter says, "No, this can't be." The father says, "From my inheritance, 1% will go to my eldest daughter, 1% to my eldest son, and 98% will go to my youngest daughter." The son says, "Father, you know I'm your son and only heir." The father replies, "How dare you say that after deceiving me? You should have thought of that before. Now I can't trust you. If you want to work here, you'll have to work under your younger sister's leadership." The eldest daughter says, "I gave my whole life to this company and this is what I get? I was going to return that money. If you won't trust me, then I resign." She leaves. The son says, "I'm leaving too." The father turns to his youngest daughter and says, "Let them go. Life will deal with them as they deserve. You are an honest and humble daughter. I love you." The daughter replies, "Thank you, father. I know this lesson will always stay with me and I will always serve you."